Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on, Jeffrey. My co-host Jeff Cole is wearing his white shirt because he's been on a cruise and must have gotten a little bit of sun, and he's trying to make himself look tanner by wearing white.
What? Wait a minute. Are you accusing me of specifically wearing this shirt to make my tan look better?
100%.
A white shirt sure make a tan look nice.
Good God, he's been drinking this morning already.
No, but I'm actually
and
feeling...
I'm okay with it, Jeff. I like people that drink in the morning. Doesn't bother me a bit.
No, but believe me, if I did, it would bother you. No, I'm feeling a little bit better today. I was kind of having a hard time with re-entry after all the stimulation over a 4-day cruise.
You sound
yesterday.
like you're an astronaut. Well, upon re-entry to society, I found that I am not quite adjusted yet.
That's kind of how I felt yesterday. So I'm better today. So now, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, so we talked a bit about that. You already had your big party last Saturday. I guess you didn't do anything last night on the actual night.
No, and I'm glad you brought that up because normally my neighbor, they have a thing they've been doing for years, and there's like 3 neighbors that go to the old dog or
the old blind dog.
old blind dog. They go there.
Downtown Crabapple.
Crabapple, good call. That's right where we live here, just I guess northeast or northwest of Alpharetta, where we do our lovely show here in Atlanta in the Exit Wealth Studios. And yeah, I got no calls, but I was working in the basement. So I literally worked till about 4:35 taking phone calls, and I looked, my average time on a phone call with somebody is about 38 minutes. I got to cut that back.
Mm-hmm.
Too much talking, too much reminiscing, too much BS before getting to the point.
Yeah.
Some people, 5 minutes and I'm good. But I'm starting to allot time where I'm like 30 minutes for phone calls, hour for phone calls, where I just got to catch up. And you get all these messages in your DMs. That's also part of it. I've got to message people back.
Yeah.
Because that's one way people get a hold of us. And you can on our socials, Southside Steve or Steve Rickman. The Southside Steve Rickman, I think, is on there too. Or Jeff Cole with a G, and Cole, if you can't spell that.
And the Yeah Come On Show on the gram.
On the gram. Matter of fact, if you get a hold of us on the Yeah Come On Show on the gram,
Yeah.
are we really going to start calling it the gram? Is that what people
No, I do it as a joke.
please God.
Everyone makes fun of me.
As long as you're not being serious, I'm
not
cool.
I'm not being serious. But for a while, people were called it that years ago, right?
It's almost like they want to abbreviate, in a lot of these little letters that the young people send because they don't want to type it out, and I get it. TPA.
Yeah.
Well, like, what does that mean? I don't know what all these little things are. Some of them make sense. Acronyms, right?
Yeah, acronyms. And I just saw that CNN does it too. Do you know?
How do you acronym CNN?
No, not that. No. But they have like a little clips, news clips, and it's called ICYMI. Do you know what that means?
ICYMI. Yes.
And think about news. ICYMI.
Why am I? You, me, and any.
In case you missed it.
Oh.
It's like a little news segment. So even CNN is getting into using the kids' acronyms.
In case you missed it.
In case you missed the news, you can catch it right here on this little app.
They didn't want to
app.
spell out it, even though it's 2 letters. I guess it doesn't matter. All right. Well, that's interesting. But no, I didn't get a phone call, so I didn't do anything. So I'm kind of like right now, I'm wearing a green shirt, and I brought in a different pair of Irish socks.
Okay, so you're still...
Wait, I got to go this way. There we go.
You're still kind of celebrating.
Yeah.
So we didn't get to talk about kind of our weekends with the cruise, and then you had the thing with Peter Conlon on Friday that I had no idea was even happening.
Yeah, so we'll get into that. Peter Conlon had a name, a road named after him, which is way cool because he's alive. And then the other thing that I did is I got to watch Ted Jenkins on the telly.
Oh, yeah. Let's go and hit that now.
Do you want to do that now?
Well, yeah, let's see Ted
there he
on
is.
the Today Show.
That's Ted on the Today Show.
Pretty big time. So that people have heard us talk about Ted Jenkins, they may not have seen him yet. He's the owner of Exit Wealth, our studios.
And he's the owner of Exit Stage Left Advisors, which buys and sells businesses. And on that, he works with a guy named Lee Heisman, who's his partner. And Lee's like one of the most positive entrepreneurs I've ever made. And these guys are multi-millionaires, but they came from nothing, both of them, especially Ted. And, people don't realize that Ted's father, at a young age, I don't know if he was in elementary or high school, but he took his life. He was.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
That was very tough. So then Ted's raised by his mother, who was a school teacher, 5th grade school teacher. And she saved, did everything she could to get him to college. He was taking the loans, and he just had his own, he had to really raise himself with obviously an intelligent mother, but it was difficult. So he had everything in the world against him. And it was one of those things that, he talks about the poor stories. My father-in-law was that way. My father-in-law did dented cans. I did dented cans. Church was helping us out just due to job changes and fluctuation of life. So a lot of successful people come from nothing. They want more and they don't quit, and they're 7-day workers. So Ted has been an op-ed writer for Fox News for 4 years. We have the Red, White, and Green podcast, which you see the logo a lot of times in our shoot. Right now, we don't have the signage up because it's the Yeah Come On show. And he's doing so many different things, but really, he wants to be not Clark Howard. We have that. Clark Howard really is that damn cheap. I know Clark. I met him, and I respect him. His wife is not as cheap. She enjoys looking nice due to the frugalness of him.
Well, I think with him, it becomes an obsession, kind of a game.
Yeah, how can I cheat the system? Yeah. How can I beat the system? And we do that on
it's not cheat.
Not cheat.
It's
take advantage.
Take advantage of.
Take advantage. Well put, Jeffrey. So yeah, I'm gonna call you Jeffrey when you hit a home run.
Okay.
Just because it'd be like your mother going, "Way to go, Jeffrey."
Yeah.
So, does anybody ever call you that?
No.
All right. Maybe I'll just say, "Way to go, Jeff." Yeah. Stud.
Yeah.
Okay. You like stud?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Whatever gets you laid, Jeff, even with your girlfriend or somebody else. But no. What he does is we do money hacks. On the Red, White, and Green show, and that's free to you. Go to it. Same places you get the Yeah Come On show. We drop once a week. The Yeah Come On show drops 5 days a week. And, I think the content is unbelievable. Ours is fun. We cover everything. We're a 4-hour radio show done in 30 minutes, and it's live without a net. But Ted, it's calculated. We got 5 areas we want to go to. We hit them. We do a money hack. And a lot of times I go and test the money hack with my AI glasses, like how do you save money at Chick-fil-A? How do you save money at the Waffle House? How can you beat a Home Depot price? And he just tries to give you a little, like you said, insight. It's not cheating the system. It's taking advantage.
Money hacks and finding out the best stretch of your dollar.
But there it is. Again, we'll look, Ted Jenkins. We'll get some clips up. And I'll show you, but he crushed. Now, you only get 4 minutes. He got about 3 minutes of talk time between the questions of the panel. Al Roker was not on the set with him. It was this other gentleman and 2 women.
Craig Robinson?
Maybe it was Craig, but he's in that hour 3 of the morning show on the Today Show.
Today Show.
He was prime time. He was prime time. So it was huge for him. So congratulations to Ted Jenkins. Very close friend, my buddy. He's a ride or die kind of guy, and I love him. And I'm so proud he got on that big of a stage. So when we talk exit wealth, one more time, let's look. That's him. Ted Jenkins right there on the Today Show on Monday. Now, the one thing I don't have any pictures from, and I told you to take them, I have no pictures of your mom in a bikini. Or maybe she was wearing some floss. Maybe she.
You know what? I do. I don't have it loaded up. Mike didn't get that loaded up in time, but I do have one.
I need the pictures. It helps when I talk. All right, no problem. Tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow?
Maybe we'll do the cruise. I'll do some cruise tomorrow.
I want to hear about the cruise because I see the tan. You're on a boat. For those that don't know it, Jeff left Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. He came home. So we did best ofs. It's a radio term. We just did some repeats, replays. We did one with you and English Nick. You were the first podcast. You did that circa
2009.
Wow.
2009.
That you did the show with English Nick over there on the river. Then we did John Rocker for Friday's show, and it was a repeat of the Yeah Come On show before you were on it. And the funny thing about that show is now I'm on a show. Now, this one you do have to pay for. I'm on Rumble with John Rocker. I don't talk about it that much. They wanted me to share on my Instagram, and John's saying some really bad things about Muslims. And I'm like, I'm not sharing it. I mean, it's not that I don't agree, but I am not in a position to get as political as he went on Rumble. And even I was harsher in the end as a joke. He was given a 60-day time frame on people that hate America, and I gave 45 days. And I'm like, I do not have the patience for somebody that doesn't love this country, doesn't want to assimilate a little bit. If you come here to enjoy the freedoms, you can't hate the system. You can't, in other words, come and join a team saying, I'm not going to be a team member. You're not an individual. You can be one, but you have to come under the umbrella of the team. And that's, I'll leave it there. But if you go to Rumble, the show's called On the Rocks. And that's going to cost you $4.99 a month. Is it worth it? Hell yeah. I mean, it's $5 a month for 8 shows. Out of control.
Yeah,
out of control.
All right, so we'll save cruise talk for tomorrow, but I do want to hit the Peter Conlon thing that you went to Friday, because that Live Nation, because Peter is the chairman of Live Nation Georgia, is going to come up in Politictainment today. But so Friday,
and we'll have Peter on
at some point.
I think we'll get him this Friday, Thursday or Friday. We'll have Peter on. And it's in the green room with Peter Conlon. And all we're doing is talking about the stories that Peter had being on his own with Alex Cooley, as well as maybe some Live Nation stuff, what he can talk about. But it's all about being behind the scenes and what these acts are like, the things he's seen and done. And the cool thing is, Alex Cooley was on 96 Rock. This show only went on for like 9 months. A lot of people think it was longer.
I know. I could have thought it was years.
No, it was in the Electric Ballroom with Alex Cooley, because he owned it, and a lot of venues, a lot of people played there. And Alan Ao, incredible. Like Jeff and I'll be honest, I had to learn how to talk on the radio, transfer my humor here and how it's done. Alan was a natural, probably one of the best DJs. There's a few that came through 96 Rock that were just gifted. And Ao was partying, having a good time. And I would work midnight to 8, and Ao would come in a little late. So when he did, I'm sitting there. Alex Cooley's show would start on Sunday mornings, and it would start at 9. If Ao wasn't there, I would do it with Alex until Ao got there. And I got to talk with Alex Cooley, and now it's awesome to be on with Peter, because what I'm speaking of, the road's not named Peter Conlon. Yeah. It's named Cooley Conlon.
Here's I have to say I'm slightly disappointed.
You are?
Yeah, because here it is. Okay, there's Peter, and that's Rufus, his dog.
Rufus, you hear us talk about Rufus. He's always in the car. Peter has an SUV just to haul him around. Rufus is weighing about 160 pounds.
But this is down there near Chastain, right?
Yeah, it's right on the back road of Chastain.
Okay. It says honorary Cooley Conlon Drive. Why couldn't we name the street? I think he's deserving. They are deserving of the street officially being named Cooley Conlon Drive.
Yeah, whatever that. Yeah, I don't care who lives on that road.
I don't want the honorary. Yeah, they need to change their address, run it through the postal system, whatever you got to do. But I think the whole road should have been named that. Points, counterpoints.
Counterpoints, that's good. You know what? We can bring that up to Peter, because I think he's deserving of it too. Also, I did not like the wrong way sign in the background.
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't like that either.
If I'm Peter, I go tear down the wrong way sign. I'm like, if you can't figure out you're going the wrong way, then you're a dumbass.
So, but you went to this ceremony Friday afternoon.
Yeah, I was
there. Went to, and our old pal Tom Sullivan from Fox FM was there too, right?
Yeah, Tom Sullivan, the new morning guy, is there, and we had some good times. And Tom was invited. I was invited. Who else I see there? George McCarrow was there. For those of you who don't know, he started Longhorns, sold the chain. Now he owns Canoe. I don't know what else he's doing.
Well, he also started Ted's Montana with Ted Turner.
So he started that too, yeah. So that's a moneymaker for him. You know, I can look at somebody and go, wow, yeah, you dress nice. I dressed up. There are pictures of me. I was in a collared shirt and a blazer. I just felt like I should dress up. I don't have the privilege of coming casual.
Oh, Peter did, though.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, I mean, Peter was casual. Now, the jeans were terribly expensive. The boots were brand new, because I can tell. And he's got the white T-shirt and a cool vest. And he's laid back. But, you know, Peter's a concert dude, man. You know, he's got rings, bracelets. And a lot of times you'll look and he's like, yeah, Elvis gave me this ring.
Yeah.
Janis Joplin gave me this bracelet or ring. And you're like, yeah, I understand why you wear it.
Yeah.
So, cool dude. We love Peter Conlon. Proud of him, and yeah, we'll ask him on the show this week about the honorary. But I was there, and you're right. When I got wind of it, I was sent an email 2 days out by Peter saying, I don't know if you've heard. And so it was personalized from Peter directly to me, and then Live Nation sent me one like 12 hours later. And I had work to do. I had baseball to coach. I bailed on the game to get dressed up and go down to Atlanta because that's what you do for friends that give. Speaking of giving, we'll do a little bit of Steve MZ. It'll be quick and to the point because God knows we had a long opening, but it's brought to you by Smalls Sliders. Small Sliders. It's coming. This is the actual coverage. One Jeff Cole took his time, drove over to the location off Windy Hill in Marietta, close to 41, and filmed it. That's the actual location. It opens at the end of this month.
They says you can still see the construction equipment there. It's almost done.
It's almost done. They told us just to wait, but Jeff and I will be live there sometime into March, 1st of April, and I hope that it comes more April because Jeff has now announced as he travels the world that not only did he get back from a cruise, which I forgot about, and he let me know with 24 hours notice, now he's going snow skiing with the babe into March, and you're going to Lake Tahoe?
Yeah, Lake Tahoe. Another gambling trip, but I'll squeeze in some skiing, I guess.
No problem.
As long as it's not, now I just heard, it's like 100 degrees in Arizona. I know Tahoe's North Nevada, but if it's 100 degrees, 500 miles south, is there still going to be snow?
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about California. It's the only state, there are others that, at least in California, because you have the ocean, you can surf in the morning and ski in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to do some surfing.
It's a higher elevation, man. You get up there and the weather changes. It's a beautiful location. But special thanks to Smalls Sliders for sponsoring this. CMC. I'm just going to shoot to some audio. We had Chloe Malas on last week, as literally she was a day away from flying out to California for the Oscars. She looked fabulous. I said fabulous. I know it's a little gay when I say that. It's a word that somebody used that I worked with for years. But she did. She looked beautiful. She was on the red carpet for NBC, looking good, taking the pictures just like everyone else. And she's there as for work. So she goes to Elton John's after party, and she also got some interviews with some winners. And it's just rock star for the Today Show and NBC and she is on the Yeah Come On show, approved of by NBC. She's a dear friend. So we love having her, but she pumps it up and it's her job. And I think anybody, if you want to be positive, you pump things up. But the problem is if you watch it, it brings you down if you don't want to hear about politics. And the people that bring politics in are hating the current administration or doing or saying this, or if you're terribly woke, which is the other extreme, just talk about the movie, man.
Well, I think I didn't watch it, and apparently not a lot. People don't watch it as much as they used to. But I haven't heard a lot of stories of people going overly woke or overly political. I think they've learned to tone it down a little bit. There weren't that many political speeches, were there?
No, there weren't. I had a speech, and I don't think we got it. At the very start, there's a woman, and I may just throw it on my phone real quick because it was really cool. It's not anything we're prepared to put on the air, but I'm just kind of riffing as we go because this is live without a net. But
and producer Mike didn't do his homework. He didn't get his prep done.
Yeah, but check this woman out here.
Actor, director, and producer Kevin Sorbo is here, along with actor and host of the new podcast, The Homeland, Dean Cain, back with us. Great to have you both here.
Two great actors. I mean, we love both those guys, but they're about to cover the speech here in a second of a woman, and nobody watched. But listen to this.
You, Fred, I love you, man. I love you. You're the most incredible dad. You're my best friend, and I want to have 20,000 more babies with you. I do. To understand the capacity of a mother's love is the greatest collision of my life.
Okay, so she praised marriage. She dedicated the award to moms everywhere. But Free Palestine got a bigger round of applause, Kevin, than that right there. Did that surprise you?
See, no, there you go. And and obviously it did not surprise him, but you got a mother that comes out there and is obviously in love with her husband. We know Hollywood, most marriages last 5-10 years. Everybody's cheating on everybody, whatever. Here's an actress that wins an Oscar, and she's like praising her husband in the audience and saying, I love what I've done.
But she called him daddy.
Yeah. meaning he's a daddy to their kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a little weird.
I didn't get the whole clip. Yeah, it did sound weird. Maybe I've had girls call me daddy in the bedroom. I'm like, not a compliment.
Yeah. Oh, what? That's not a turn on. I don't think it's a turn on.
400. The girl that was number 400 that thought she was 400 only because she lived up Georgia 400, and then
it came out. It was an actual counter.
Yeah, it was a counter, and she was a little shocked. But I'm like, hold on, you danced for 2 years at the Gold Club. You're not cleansed. But she said daddy once, and she's the only girl that ever said it to me. And I was like, let's not say that again.
Yeah.
But no, she praises her husband, and I'll have kids. It was nice, and it got a smattering.
Right.
But then
Okay.
some
Somebody said
jerk,
free Palestine.
and it erupted. How?
Okay, so they're not quite there yet. They're still.
But that was it. But was it less woke? Yes. But their numbers are going down. But it's because of the things that they're for. We're like, be for America. So here's a little quick breakdown. This is Dean Cain talking about it, former Superman. And he's got a podcast. And these are obviously two guys that are, lean right.
Lean right in Hollywood.
Which
therefore you don't see them in a lot of things.
No. Mm-mm.
I didn't see it. I'll be honest. I did not watch it.
I don't think you're
I didn't
alone.
even know it was on. But my mom, she knew it was on. My mom's been watching it religiously forever. She started watching it like noon, watched the arrivals, the valet parking folks, and everything like that. She's always loved it. She said it didn't seem too woke. I by the way, am one of those 7 million that turned off Bad Bunny, and I speak Spanish, but I turned off Bad Bunny. I watched Kid Rock. I enjoyed that. I think I think Kevin has a real good point. Like, people aren't watching it anymore. I don't know what the actual ratings were. I don't really care. I didn't know it was on. But I will say this: one of my mom's favorite moment of the whole thing was that Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor. Now, I'll tell you, Michael B. Jordan is a great guy, fantastic actor, but he's even a better human being, great guy. And he got up there, and first thing he said was, "God is good," and then he thanked his mom. So that to me was I of course, like
God is good.
Michael B. Jordan, he woke up, and I guess that he gets in this interview and he's recounting everything on Fox Live. And we just got that audio. And
Newsmax.
Newsmax.
Yeah.
Want to thank Newsmax for that. Yeah, I know. We thanked him. Mike's always like, you got to mention where you got the source. Okay. Thanks, Mike. But, Dean Cain, I think he's spot on. He noticed what Michael B. Jordan did. I'm not a Michael B. Jordan fan because I've had an interaction with him that wasn't good, and I was unfairly judged. And then I've been hung up on twice when you realized who I was. So, for me, yeah, screw you. But to go get up there and thank God and your mom's pretty cool. It's refreshing, and that's a little bit of Steve MZ. Next up, man, I want to say on the Polydictainment, this is brought to you by David Markwell. Why? Because some of the people in this world that are politicians need help. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there with derangements, syndromes. I only know that because I see it. It's not because I voted for the guy. It's because I can just see when hate takes over our human being. And it can happen to your neighbor. It can damn sure happen to a politician. So if you're going through something, you need to talk to somebody. David Markwell Therapy. He's in Marietta, and he'd love to talk to you. And he can do it in person, or he can do it on your little computer. Thank God, because we had this like little hiccup for 2 years where everybody stayed home.
Polydictainment.
Take a little break from all the war news because you get that everywhere. But here's a story that really affects us, sort of in the concert business adjacent. And we were just talking about Peter Carlin, chairman of Live Nation Georgia. So the Biden administration, they sued Live Nation and Ticketmaster, because they're the same company, over saying it's a monopoly, an antitrust lawsuit. That's what the Biden Justice Department started. So the Trump Justice Department continued it. They went to trial just a few weeks ago. So U.S. Department of Justice versus Live Nation, Ticketmaster, full-on antitrust lawsuit.
Right.
All these states got together to sue. Well, in the middle of the trial, the Justice Department made a deal with Live Nation. So
Really?
the trial stopped. Yeah,
Okay,
so the
trial
ended.
stopped.
They made a deal, and a lot of people were up in arms about it, including the judge. Apparently, the judge was like, "We're doing this trial. You went in a backdoor room and made a deal." So that's what they did, and it's something. It's kind of a slap on the wrist. Live Nation is going to pay like a $280 million settlement for some states that sued. They also Ticketmaster has to open up some of its platform to let other ticket operators. Live Nation can't exclusively book their venues. Just a bunch of little things to. But here's the kicker.
Give me the kicker,
It
baby.
is Trump, and who's a big Trump fan?
Who?
Kid Rock.
Oh,
as
that's
you
right.
know.
Did you notice Kid Rock got a haircut?
No, did he cut his hair?
Yeah, he cut his hair. I just saw the Fox stuff on him yesterday, and he's wearing a hat, but it looks like his hair is not even shoulder length.
Really?
Yeah, which is kind of messing with the brand.
Yeah, it is. So, but he's not happy about it because, he's always fought against Ticketmaster. Remember, he did like a concert tour where his tickets were really cheap one year, several years ago, to kind of counter Ticketmaster's practices. So they made the deal. Nothing really changed other than those few stipulations for the deal they made. But he's not happy with Trump's Justice Department doing this.
Oh, boy.
He's like, man, we should have just done the trial and let the jurors figure it out. But they made the deal. So Kid Rock wasn't happy with Trump in terms of this. Personal opinion.
Personal opinion time.
Because not only did, I had a double minor at Georgia State. We all know that I minored in tribute band theory.
That is one of your minors, but you do have a double minor, and your other minor is
Film.
Oh,
And I learned about show business antitrust back in the day. The movie studios, were sued by the Justice Department for being a monopoly.
yeah. You can't do that.
Because they controlled everything. They controlled production, distribution, exhibition. So there was the studio made the movie, distributed, exhibited. That's why you have a Fox Theater still, because that was actually owned by 20th Century Fox back in the day. They ruled it. They ruled it was a monopoly. So the movie studios had to either be two of the three. They had to get rid of one of them. They all got rid of the exhibition part.
Okay.
So they kept production, the studios, and distribution.
That's why we have these lovely venues that are privately owned or what have you.
Yeah, that's why then you got then all the other movie theaters popped up.
Okay.
They're not owned by, but originally they were owned by the studios. So this is kind of what Live Nation is. They manage the artists,
Got it.
production. They manage the distribution, Ticketmaster,
Gotcha.
and they manage exhibition, the venues, because Live Nation owns the venues.
So they haven't dropped one.
So they haven't dropped one. So in my opinion, it technically is a monopoly because they're controlling top to bottom.
Does
And
that hurt
and
Kid Rock to speak out against that? Does it matter?
against Trump? No. I
No,
mean,
not
he's-
Trump, but even not being on the side of Live Nation.
Well, I mean, I guess Live Nation could technically blacklist him and not book him in any of their venues.
But that might be their loss. If they look
It
at
would
it
be
as
their
money,
loss.
they
That's
don't
why,
care.
That's why we let the market decide.
Boom. And that's why Ricky Gervais still gets hired, at least at one point in time, to do the Grammys or whatever he was doing.
Oh, the Golden Globes.
Golden Globes, that's it. And it's like they know he's a hot mess, but they hired him anyway.
Yeah, even though he may have pissed people off,
Yeah.
people liked watching him, and he was the best.
There you go. So that just lets us know that sometimes you can go against the machine and still get hired.
And I also,
Mike,
Good God. I cannot.
Mike is.
I know. You know what? I keep trying to push this show, and then I'll get somebody to watch this episode, and they'll be like, "Man, why are there so damn many mistakes? Who's hitting the buttons?"
It's Mike. He's not trained.
Hold on,
We're
I
still
called you
training him.
Jeffrey early. Michael.
Do we have anybody for sports?
Yeah, give Skippy Skip a call. Skipper will do it live and do it quick. If he doesn't pick up, it's all good in the hood because I literally put, "Can you go in 4 minutes?" on my phone and sent him the text message while you were doing your Live Nation little polydictainment. So, yeah, it's a shame. I'd love to ask Peter about Live Nation, but I know he can't talk about those kind of things.
Yeah, I mean, we could maybe just ask him, "Oh, what do you think of the settlement?" And he can say, "Oh, okay, we're happy about it."
Just
I
do
mean,
a
who
light,
knows?
do a light, and fluffy.
Yeah. I don't want to give him my personal opinion.
Wait, is today Wednesday?
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, hang up. It's his off day.
Okay.
I just realized Skipper works. Let me just tell him because I'll just do it live on the air. This is great. Sorry, I just realized it's Wednesday and you're off. My apologies.
Wait, now Mike should have known that. Mike should have told you that. Producer Mike should have told you that, hey, today's Wednesday. Skipper's not going to be available.
It's okay. I think he's flustered and angry at us now every once in a while. And I've seen producers get mad, and I know what that looks like. I can see the look on his face because we're not paying him that much. But this is your chance. But I will say that on that one, I don't mind taking a hit. What the hell? I called him.
Well, we could do a short sports.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to do.
All I do. Oh, guess what?
What?
I signed up for some March Madness brackets for the first time ever.
Well, that's what. When's the deadline on that? I wonder.
I was told Thursday morning or Wednesday night or tonight. Yeah,
tonight you got to get your brackets in, so we can go Final Four. I mean, everybody's in it. My brother-in-law sent over 2 brackets, and I got to take a look at it today. But I got a busy day. But I think, does that mean the first game is probably tonight?
I don't know. Well,
Wow.
it's year round. Because it's
not year round.
Basketball is year round. I did see that Kennesaw State University.
When does the Final Four start?
Kennesaw State University, where I went to school before Georgia State, is in the March Madness for the first time, I think. It's the first time. Kennesaw State University has a team. What if they go all the way?
It'll be woke.
Whoa.
I realize in Kennesaw, I'm taking a shot at your ass. I cannot believe you're a woke college. Kennesaw State.
How are they woke? I don't. Why? Is it?
Oh, dude, they are brainwashers over there. All the professors. No. I got a nephew that graduated from there, and he is like completely. He's a leopard that changed his spots. And we're like, wow, dude. And I know some other dads that have gotten their kids out of there. Give them an education at Kennesaw. Let some of the hotties that work at the Hooters down the street come on the campus. Let them be cheerleaders. Do something. But no matter what, man, don't spread your hate for this country. Educate. That's what you need to do. History's history. It's not your present day wishes and wants. And the problem is, and you hear it all the time in college, if they figure out either the students in your classroom or the professor that you are conservative, it can affect your grade. Because these people get personal because it's hate. It's not like, oh, let's just be different. Like my neighbor, completely hard left. We play, we talk, we just don't talk politics. Mm-hmm. We just don't. But I still respect them. I don't try to change them or hate on their kids. Like, you can't play with my kid because you ain't no damn conservative. I don't do that. So quit being a dip. The 2026 men's NCAA tournament Final Four begins Saturday, April 4th. So we got time, baby.
Oh, I thought, doesn't it start earlier? Like that's the Final Four. Mm-hmm. But no, I'm starting with.
Oh yeah, I need to do the final. What do they call it?
I'm starting with I had to go. It took me 10 minutes. I had to go through 32 teams.
Do you not think I would love to edit that? What I just did out? Jeez. I'm just not into college basketball.
But the whole,
Yeah, that's the tournament. When does the Final Four tournament start?
The Final Four, that would be a couple weeks from now.
When does the Final Four tournament start? Yeah, the tournament.
Yeah, because I'm starting with what is it?
Oh, today 9:15.
Okay, that's right. So it's like there's 64 teams or 32 teams. I don't know.
Don't make us look dumber than we already do.
Okay. Well, the point. Hey, I knew Kennesaw was in. That's something.
You knew that.
For me, that's a lot.
I'm the one that just lost a corner on my main card.
Come on!
All right, it's time for Track 13, and I dig it. And Track 13 is brought to you by my man that has 2 locations in Beaufort, and he has one in Brazelton, and that is Craig Riddle. Craig Riddle, riddle me this. The deal on golf carts. Say, yeah, come on, when you pull on the lot, $500 off a used golf cart and a new one. New one, you might even get a little more. Just say, yeah, come on. Tell him you listen to Southside and Jeff. That's what he wants to hear. And then I get credit. I need to try to sell 2 golf carts a month to keep this sponsorship. I'm just going to go be transparent.
Yeah.
And it's good sponsorship, and we need it, and it's how we do it. So if you know anybody that's thinking about buying a golf cart because they moved into a neighborhood that has them, man, send them to North Atlanta Golf Carts for sure. They can shop others, but shop these guys last and get the deal, man. The yeah, come on deal. They also take trades if you got an old golf cart, but they bring you track 13.
Hey, what do you have for track 13 today? We kind of discussed this.
I know why you're saying, what do you have? Because you know that you've never heard of this band and you don't want this pinned on you with your minors.
Yeah, no, the Doc of Rock didn't learn about this. This is Doc of Rock never heard of this band.
Doc of Rock hadn't heard of them?
No.
All right, well, let me get to them because they are special.
I already forgot. We had a meeting earlier with my producer Mike about it, and he was even questioning what the hell are you talking about, Steve?
Mike has been listening to it and he's laughing in my ear. Mike does not get it. He is not a fan. I'm just going to go ahead and call you out. Mike says this band is stupid, and he goes, "I never heard of them." And Mike also called his father, and his dad never heard of them either. I'm just
How old is Mike? He's what, 27, 28?
25.
20, oh my God.
25. 25. And yes, I know you did a year at Kennesaw State, as he just threw in. He said he's not woke. He wants us all to know that. But he said he's in the middle. So he says, he goes, I kind of look at each candidate. You haven't even voted yet. I appreciate it. I do. I like Mike. He's funny, but he's trying to work his way up. He keeps asking, when can I ever be on camera? I'm like, there'll be a point.
We'll get him soon.
But I told him, I said, I'm going to mess with you, and I'm going to put you through it because we can barely afford you, and I'm going to give you hell. So I don't know if you want to agree with Mike or his dad or you, but the band is called Shadow King.
Never heard of Shadow King. So
how have you never heard of Shadow King?
They're not. They didn't get. They must not have been on a big label, or they didn't get the marketing dollars behind them because I never heard of them.
All right, Once Upon a Time is the song.
Yeah.
So let me just look up real quick because I've already done it on sports. I might as well look up Shadow King. This is a Southside Steve find because I am a hair band searcher. I like finding bands I've never heard of. There is a style that I like. I like a build up and then a good pop, a great chorus, and some guitar work. I don't like certain songs have like a cadence that I do not dig. Like Three Rock Bop by our boy.
Three Lock Box.
Whatever.
Sammy
Three
Hagar.
Locks Box. I hate that song.
Yeah, I'm not.
Three Lock Box.
It has a stop. It's too jarring. It's
I
kind
don't
of
like
jarring,
it.
Yeah,
I don't like
I
it.
can follow that.
I heard that this morning in the shower, and I'm like, I'm not a fan of that band. I mean, I got out of the shower quicker just to shut it off. I'm like, no offense to Sammy. Shadow King, the band. Let's see who they are. Oof. They know Lou Gramm.
Okay, that's the singer of Foreigner.
Shadow King was an American hard rock supergroup.
Oh.
Now I'm feeling good.
We may have some Doc of Rock comments.
Here we go. It formed in 1990. You can point out the time frame. Not a good time frame for rock.
No, it was grunge is about to take off. Hair bands are dying.
They are, and it was formed by Lou Gramm.
Oh, is he the one singing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
And now you're giving me some credit. Hold on 1 second. See, dumbass. All right. I'm sorry. I went after Mike. I'm being a jerk today.
But yeah, my mom was telling me on the cruise that we're mean to Mike.
I know. Yeah, I love when he talks to me. I know. Shut up. By former lead singer Lou Gramm, Dio and Def Leppard guitarist Vivian Campbell.
This must be right before he joined Def Leppard.
There you go. Ready for more? Drummer Kevin Valentine of Donnie Iris and the Cruisers. Don't know if you know him.
I know Donnie Iris, but not the drummer.
Okay. And bass player Bruce Durgan, who later joined Foreigner and Graham after the split of Shadow King.
Okay. All right. It's a super group. No wonder we played it earlier, and it sounds very polished. And then the singer was great. I was like, who's singing?
Thank you.
Lou Gramm.
Lou Gramm, and they formed out of Los Angeles. They were right there, with Atlantic Records. They gave it a shot, and I don't know how it lasted, but obviously Foreigner had enough grit to extend. And, the last time they played, they performed once in London, England on December 13th in 91.
And that's it.
And then, that's pretty much it. And then, and then they said Whitesnake, Foreigner, Paco, Rick Springfield, a guy named Rick Surratt, literally joined the band in a performance to back up vocals because everybody thought this band was going to be huge.
Yeah, because it's a super group, and you got Lou Gramm. Okay, all right. So let's.
And then Vivian Campbell was taken by Def Leppard.
Yeah, that was when Steve Clark died. Then he joined Def Leppard.
And then in '92, Lou Gramm rejoined Foreigner.
Yeah.
and it was
Okay.
over for Shadow King. This is a 2-year ban with a great hit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll use that term loosely, but you can watch the video. Listen to the song. The link is in the description. It is a supergroup. We have learned now. Mike, you should have been on that. Lou Graham on the vocals, so you'll hear a great vocal. This is Shadow King, Once Upon a Time on the Come On Show.